She's a former world title challenger and brings 7 professional victories along with 5 defeats, holding the number 6 ranking out of Amsterdam, Netherlands, presenting Denise Miss Dynamite Kielholtz.
Very impressed. He goes, man, she's got good chokes.
She's coming off a kick submission. Make it 2 straight submission victories for the kickboxing champion, Denise Kielholtz.
Nickname Miss Dynamite, Denise Kielholtz is officially fighting Dakota Ditcheva on Saturday, February 7th. Now here is the real question. Can she be the biggest threat to our dangerous Dakota Ditcheva, or will Dakota do the same that she's been doing to all her other and previous contenders with her perfect 15-0 record?
Denise Miss Dynamite Kielholtz.
Well, Denise Kielholtz just loves this London crowd, wants to soak up every second, looks to put behind her the disappointment of that defeat against Juliana Velasquez.
Hands, and you put them down in their rock, their ability to defend themselves. Oh, there it is. She's in trouble. This fight's over. It's all over. Just like that. Wait. Yes, Denise Kielholtz knocks out Kate Jackson.
Miss Dynamite. Denise Kielholtz is a complete fighter with 1 brutal KO in the first round and 1 in the second round. But the real problem? She has 3 submissions in the first round, and Dakota has won only 1 fight with submission. So can this miss beat Dakota?
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Come on in.
Down the fence. Oh,
We're ready.
so long and rangy.
Oh, put away.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start with what everyone already knows. Dakota Ditcheva is an absolute wrecking machine. At just 27 years old, this Manchester native is undefeated with a perfect 15-0 record. But here's the scary part. 13 of those wins are finishes, and 12 of them are by knockout.
Forward. Oh, kick to the face. Ditcheva showing off all the weapons. And her considered the repertoire here. Deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again.
Dakota isn't just winning fights, she's destroying opponents. She won the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight World Championship, becoming the first British woman to ever become an MMA World Champion. She knocked out Gina Bishop in the first round in the semifinals, then shocked the world by becoming the first fighter ever to finish the veteran Taila Santos, stopping her with brutal body punches in the second round. This girl is special, and the MMA world knows it.
Working on her ground.
Oh, she got it! Over! Just right there!
Denise Kielholtz. Here's how it ended. Look at that arm stretch. Hip got over it, and that was it.
Before the fight, I always look in the mirror and then I say to myself, today I'm going to show them what I'm worth. I don't have a special move, but I really like my boxing skills and I really love my low kicks. They call me Miss Dynamite because if I go in the ring, I'm totally someone else. I'm an explosion of fighting skills there in the cage or in the ring.
Now let's talk about the challenger. At 36 years old, Denise Kielholtz isn't some pushover stepping into the cage with Dakota. This Dutch warrior is a former Bellator kickboxing world champion with an 8-5 MMA record. But don't let that record fool you. Kielholtz has been fighting at the highest level for years. She challenged for the Bellator MMA Flyweight title back in 2021, losing a razor-thin split decision to Juliana Velasquez, a fight many thought she won. She's a black belt in Judo and one of the most decorated kickboxers in women's MMA.
Kickboxing world champion winning by submission. We knew you had the Judo, but take me through the end of that fight when you went after that armbar and that throw with so much confidence.
I know. Some people forgot I got also my black belt Judo. It's been a long time that I did it. But yeah, here is like a fish in the water, you know?
Here's the interesting connection. Kielholtz's last fight was against Sumiko Inaba at Bellator 301 in November 2023, where she won by unanimous decision. Dakota fought the same Inaba in July 2025 and also won by decision, but we'll come back to that later. Dakota comes from a pure Muay Thai background. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, was a multiple-time world kickboxing champion, so fighting is literally in her DNA. She won gold at the 2016 IFMA World Muay Thai Championships and has carried that devastating striking into MMA. What makes Dakota so dangerous? Body shots. She's become famous for her vicious body punches and kicks that crumble opponents. When she hurt Taila Santos with a body shot in the final, the entire MMA community took notice. She throws with bad intentions, and she's only getting better with each fight. Her stats speak for themselves. 12 knockout victories, with most coming in the first round. She's aggressive, technical, and absolutely relentless.
She steps in, hits Denise with a nice right hand. Boom, right on the button. Shevchenko has one pace. She just walks. Oh, she's down.
Sengal down. She landed and then Keholtz countered. And now Keholtz does have it on the ground. Dynamic start by Miss Dynamite.
Now, Denise Kielholtz is no slouch in the striking department either. As a former Bellator Kickboxing World Champion, she's faced the best pure strikers in the world and came out on top. She has 2 knockout victories in MMA, one brutal 43-second KO of Kate Jackson in the first round. Kielholtz brings Dutch-style kickboxing, heavy hands, precise combinations, and excellent boxing fundamentals. She's comfortable in the pocket, has great head movement, and can counter-strike beautifully. At 36, she has the experience advantage and has seen every style imaginable. Dakota Ditcheva. While both are elite strikers, Dakota's youth, momentum, and finishing rate give her the edge. She's finishing fights at a historic pace, and her power is proving to be a level above most flyweights. Here's where things get really interesting. Dakota has 13 finishes in 15 fights, but only one of them is by submission. A rear naked choke against Malin Hermansen back in 2023. Her game is built around striking, and while she trains Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's not her primary weapon. In her fight with Sumiko Inaba this past July, the first time she went to a decision in the PFL, we saw that while Dakota can grapple, it's not where she dominates. She's comfortable enough to defend and get back to striking, but she hasn't shown the submission game to finish high-level opponents on the ground. This could be a problem, and this is where Denise Kielholtz becomes a nightmare matchup. She's a judo black belt with competition credentials, winning gold at the 2008 Dutch Team Championships. But more importantly, 3 of her 8 career wins are by submission, and all 3 came in the first round. She's finished opponents with rear naked chokes, 2 times, an Americana submission. Kielholtz isn't just looking to take you down, she's hunting for the finish. She submitted Jessica Middleton at Bellator 188, choked out Christina Williams in the first round at Bellator 239, and submitted Sabria Şengül with an Americana at Bellator London 2. But here's the flip side. She's also been submitted 3 times in her career, showing she's willing to engage in grappling exchanges even when it's dangerous. Denise Kielholtz. This is clearly her path to victory. If she can get Dakota to the ground and into grappling exchanges, she has proven finishing ability that Dakota hasn't faced before. At 36 years old, Keholtz has been competing professionally since 2004. That's over 20 years of combat sports experience. She's fought in kickboxing world championships, challenged for MMA world titles, and has been in there with killers like Juliana Velasquez, Kana Watanabe, and Veda Arteaga.
Declaring the winner by knockout as still the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Valentina Shevchenko.
Valentina Shevchenko!
It's gonna be so
those kicks. Valentina just absolutely
past the fly.
wow!
Valentina, the Bullet Shevchenko, the UFC's absolute queen. A fighter losses and one draw. She's sitting pretty at #1 in the UFC's pound-for-pound rankings. This woman has dominated the flyweight division like nobody else in history.
What about Valentina Shevchenko? Maybe a great one to get in on the show because she seems unbeatable.
I'm ready for anything. I'm a complete fighter. I'm a mixed martial artist.
Two-time champion, 8 successful title defenses. And get this, she's got 2.6 million followers on social media. That's not just a fighter, that's a global superstar.
Our opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no losses. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Come on in. We're ready.
So long and rangy.
On the other side, Dakota Dangerous Ditcheva, undefeated, unbeaten, unstoppable, 15 fights, 15 wins, and 12 of those by knockout. She's the youngest champion in PFL history, the first British female MMA world champion, and she's calling out Valentina Shevchenko for what she calls a history-making fight.
Valentina Shevchenko versus Dakota Ditcheva. Valentina Shevchenko is the current UFC Flyweight Champion of the world on her second reign, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, that she is. Valentina is looking to do something special in her career. Already proven to be the greatest, 37 years old, left a legacy that will be remembered forever, and now's her chance to do something insane. Take a risk, fight another great fighter, and prove that there's no doubt the greatest fighter in the land is the Bullet, Valentina Shevchenko. The greatest matchup right now is a woman that's not even in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. She's in the PFL. Dakota Ditcheva is the best flyweight outside of the Ultimate Fighting Championship right now.
But here's the real question that's got the entire MMA world buzzing. Could Dakota Ditcheva actually beat Valentina Shevchenko? Could this be the fight that hands Dakota her first career loss? Or is Dakota the one fighter who can actually dethrone the queen? Let's start with the queen herself. Valentina Shevchenko isn't just a champion, she's a living legend.
Literally a wrecking machine. I mean, she is an animal. It's getting to the point where you got to start thinking, who's she going to fight next? I mean, there's always opponents, but she's so nasty. Listen, I don't know who's going to be jumping up screaming for Shevchenko, I can tell you that.
Born in Kyrgyzstan on March 7, 1988, Valentina has been training in combat sports since she was 5 years old. I started with Taekwondo, then moved to Muay Thai at age 12. By the time she was 12 years out a 22-year-old opponent. That's when her trainer gave her the nickname Bullet because of her incredible speed in the ring. And that nickname, it stuck for a reason.
What about Valentina Shevchenko? Maybe a great one to get in on the show because she seems unbeatable.
She is. She's amazing. I mean, her style is obviously very tough to figure out. She's mean. I mean, I've actually trained with Valentina, and Valentina is a 135-pound fighter. I've seen her there with the men. She actually knocks out men. She's absolutely amazing. She's a very, very sweet person. But when you put her in the ring, not so sweet. She has an incredible background, judo, sambo, jiu-jitsu. She's the real deal.
Valentina has won professional championships in 3 different sports: mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing. That triple crown of combat sports is something almost nobody in the world can claim. She won 8 gold medals in the IFMA World Championships. She defeated Joanna Jędrzejczyk 3 times in Muay Thai before they ever fought in MMA. Her UFC record speaks for itself: 25 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. But those numbers don't tell the full story. This woman is a machine.
Look at that. She got touched by a spinning back fist lip. So Valentina Shevchenko and Juliana Velasquez go the distance in this UFC Women's Flyweight Championship fight.
Valentina! Her fighting style? It's all about precision and patience. Valentina is a counter-striker who calculates distance like a mathematician. She waits for her opponent to make a mistake, then punishes them with devastating accuracy: right hooks, spinning wheel kicks, spinning back fists. She's got an arsenal that keeps everyone guessing. But here's what makes her truly dangerous. She's not just a striker, she's a black belt in Judo. She's submitted top contenders with arm bars and rear naked chokes. She averaged 4 takedowns per fight against elite opponents like Holly Holm and Alexa Grasso.
For the victory. This is my goal every time. And this is my concentration. It's every time I focus only on it. Because it's a fight. In the fight, you never know what can be happen. But I'm really prepared for everything, and I don't care what Juliana will come to me. It's like part of our job. It's part of professional fighter life. It's normal. I'm every time doing it. I'm very concentrate inside me. And I don't go wow, crazy things around me. No, I do it, but I still keep in my energy for the main event.
At 37 years old, she's still at the top of the game. Still the pound-for-pound best in the UFC's women's rankings. Still the measuring stick for every flyweight on the planet. So how do you beat perfection? How do you dethrone someone who's defended her throne 8 times? Maybe you need someone dangerous. Enter Dakota Ditcheva, the Storm from Manchester, England.
My earliest memory from fighting would be from when I was 4 years old, I would say.
Come on, Dakota!
I do remember a little bit of it, probably because on the same day my brother ended up busting his lip in another fight by accident. So that's probably what I remember firstly about the sport.
Born on July 25th, 1998, Dakota grew up in a family of martial artists. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, was a multiple-time world kickboxing champion. Her father, Ivo, is Bulgarian. Dakota started training young and never looked back. And since then, she hasn't lost a single fight. 15 wins, 0 losses, 12 knockouts, 1 submission, 2 decisions. Let those numbers sink in. 12 knockouts out of 15 fights. That's an 80% finishing rate. She doesn't believe in leaving it to the judges. Her average fight time? Under 2 rounds. She comes to finish, not to survive. Her calling card? Brutal body shots.
If she's going to have that getting up is going to be unbelievable.
And there it is. Beautiful knee from the plum. And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. Bishop in trouble. And that does it. First round finish, and Dakota Ditcheva silences the doubters.
She finished Chelsea Hackett with body punches in round 1 Gina Bishop, first round TKO. Cornelia Holm, body punch knockout in round 3. Her bodywork is some of the most vicious we've seen in women's MMA. But here's where things get really interesting.
2024 PFL season, Dakota Ditcheva still undefeated in the blue. Tyler Santos, a one-time UFC title challenger in the black. Just moves forward. Oh, kick to the face. Ditcheva showing off all the weapons. And she has Tyler Santos hurt deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again.
Remember Taila Santos? She fought Valentina Shevchenko for the UFC title in June 2022. It went the full 5 rounds. Santos lost by split decision. It was one of the closest title defenses in Valentina's career. One judge even scored it for Santos.